It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. Run like the wind. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? Thanks, Gal. It looks like we found it. Materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype. Mid?
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me, this is all?
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a one. And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight to.
Wait, the children. When they took apart your scale, now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scale.
The young'uns? But why would the... I'll keep working on the model. You go and find...
Sid!
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on her next.
A new invention? Is it an airship?
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. A brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh, the one you forgot.
We saved it, just in case.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then all the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds.
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more...
that's all for now. But I'll admit...
Thanks, Sid.
Well?
They did. And
Will it work? He's perfect!
what exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the... well, you just... that should do her. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, If I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left.
I'm sure you'd.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds is, as you know, the work we do is not easy. Which is why we test every volunteer's suit.
I don't mind, but
Because he wants to... Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and... But scouting, we're few with the nose for that. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the trait.
sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' testing?
One can never have too many.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be and that he is to proceed directly to Norfolk.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present.
Northreach. I don't suppose. Lazare might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I've nerve.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember,
At your service.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters.
Oh, of course. And the sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who... No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. It taught me what one man can do. And I've been training ever since. So that one day, I can...
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions.
So...
you haven't even started yet. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all this and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing... You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial...
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything.
Know my limits. Right, I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Not here. Come on. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go. Too slow. Gone. Of course.
I didn't expect... Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he's...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that to bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there in his heir.
But Sid...
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Well, don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
Should have seen him. The thing...
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you into. But from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved...
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest... The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaw. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more...
Wait, Sergeant. Ember... And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due us after all.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade. And any mark. But a scout's nose is different. Even by sniffing out that log. Young Ember wouldn't do to waste it now.
Fine.
I'll do whatever you... I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else. And if you ask me, we've been leaning that time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's... Next thing you know... Charms would be a...
Forgive me, Sid. This...
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will, Sid.
There's something about about it?
I feel like it's...
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
His will?
In the crypt, beneath Rosalithka, after Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover, and in the process of doing so, they found...
I'm surprised anything survived that.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much...
Very well.
Here, take a look at my wares. Of course. Come again.
Your Grace, my lord. Cyril, you've... Yes. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, for the complete emancipation of bearers. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university with the blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosa. He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime. But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations.
It's a pity only they are...
'Tis true that those most loyal, but one at least remains.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will. And where is this woman? She awaits you in the archive, Your... Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
My lord, you... I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the... Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only...
Lift up your head, Lady God. You have our gratitude for your service.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not that with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's wake.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your... In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been... Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Good girl. Eyes peeled, Joshua. Be safe.
There it is.
The House Rosfield. the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Thank the Founder you were safe. Griffin is slain.
And the Heartstone clay.
Yes, this radiant luster light. Thank you, my lord. Your father would be...
Lady Goditha.
Thank you, Cyril. I will... If you would excuse me, I shall have... The armbands are grey. Take them. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent...
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside, enemies who would thwart his vision. Only
if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of... But this was more than just a message. It was a promise.
Thank you for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures, even if the armbands were incomplete. She would surely... So, how were you able to keep them?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of the deep love he had for both of you. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. I tried to warn your father, but it was... When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and
thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking And so my pursuit continued. And he informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father...
As do I.
Thank you, my lord, for coming back to us.
Bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance.
It is.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you let him see that you have received his blessing?
I suppose it would be churlish. What do you say, Clive?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. Since the day we recovered it, I prithee claim it. For it, too, is a part, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hand.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's just back there. Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then,
Onward.
and to a new beginning.
You all right?
Something troubling you?
No more. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when... I'll let the little tykes know they were welcoming.
So?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now.
Is there anything I can do to... All right, then.
A good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made... There's not lucky in all the realm. Oh, thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing.
Only the big day is fast approaching.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying...
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know.
You're a good friend, Clive.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me.
Oh, well, then...
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though there was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was near some gutted hovel not far from East. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but...
We'll see.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin it.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. There you go. That all, is it?
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone.
I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case. Rumour. No one has seen us. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be...
You're probably right.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo?
Ideally, but if it's fancies you're after,
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills. Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Can hardly make out a blooming thing.
Tracks. Not left by bandits for a change. Straight home now. More tracks. I Chocobo was here. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they check.
It was no trouble at all.
Clive, how'd you get on?
Any luck, you said?
Crystals crack. Where in the hell?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned for the empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doors. They'll find a new home, after all. That's what us... Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills, and now all that's left is to fix it.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I... And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit.
Don't speak too soon.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an...
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
Milo?
How are you feeling?
Well. Is...
Wrong? No.
Go on. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from... It's a good luck charm. We may come up... No, I mean a baby. To let him... Oh, I hope...
I thank you, my lords. For...
If there's anything you need, just let it...
I will.
Fancy a swift off.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
You may have had 10 too.
I said I was thirsty. Gotta get back to work anyway. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks.
I know.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, it's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. Lawsman Hippocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by telling you that this was some years ago, of course. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was to supervise the young princes, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. Alas, our time together was cut short. When Dion left to join the Dragoon, I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the...
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone. It is one of my greatest regrets, that I only am what he truly needed. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not at...
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower, fabulists and fraudsters all, of course, but there is oft a seed of truth to be found.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The heart there is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flower... Whether they still survive there, I know not. But...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose. Oarsman.
You did?
I think... You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Oh...
It's no trouble. Your Highness, would you do me the honor?
No.
No. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates? No. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives, all because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt, but were I to meet with him again, and see...
Then that is all the more reason to do. Test your resolve.
I must, at the very least, offer him... Very well, then.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear not to mention the wyvern tails. I shall plant their seeds.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why? These flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel...
What's this?
A stolas quill, or more precisely, it is said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the pet. So consider this, that one day you may put down your...
Well, when that day, thank you, Harpocrates. Joshua, I don't think I'd realized how different, but...
I suppose it's not hard to...
She doesn't think she belongs in...
And that's why we need to remind her, to let her know that we still need her. Now, but how to do that? When last...
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour and Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up...
To see the snow daisies. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the...
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to... It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was...
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business.
Man's Hill.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosette.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for that?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow... What...
this is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared.
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where...
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of.
Then why not ask someone who might know?
Someone in the backyard. Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen her. This should tide us over until the new moon.
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There and the both have similar climbs and the right elevation.
Right.
Did you learn where we might...
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in December.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, so I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she meant...
Whose shores border the meadows.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because he handed it in.
Run like the wind. The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Flowers and our friends. What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. She'll love them.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the sky. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would...
Jill.
There is?
It's, how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show. Yeah,
You don't need to say anything. We've been worried about you. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill?
You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what...
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me. No one thought to ask me what I want. I was nothing to them.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back.
You're right.
And we'll do it together.
Help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.